on earth is going to be winning Group B? Last night was the first night we were able to watch and listen to them perform. And I gotta admit, they were so fantastic. If you didn't watch last night, it was the beginning of Group B, Sports Night. We had a lot of fun. Joel came back, Nikki came back, we had ambassadors, Neo. There was a lot of people on last night's show. We even saw a performance, Rock You Like a Hurricane, that came from Robin and Rita, and people reached out to me and said, don't you think there was a little incentive because, or like a little too much since a hurricane came through Florida? No, this was recorded months ago, so was not the intention, and there's no reason to cut that out. That being said, we had 5 contestants last night. Goo, Dust Bunny, Wasp, Bluebell, and then from there, Chess Piece. One of them went home, which was Dust Bunny, but that left us with 4 people. And so I asked you guys in our community group here on YouTube, who do you think is going to win Group B? And before I reveal that, which will be at the end of this video, I figured let's go through the clues. And I will save the pitch correct audio for another video. I don't have time right now to kind of go through that. It took me a long time to write down all the clues, so I apologize in advance. So let's break down these clues, talk about who I think will win this group, and then I want your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe and you do all that fun stuff. Let's start off with the Wasp, which brought back Cal, aka Neo. I love Neo, man. He is so awesome. He was the masked ambassador for the Wasp, which I think was very fitting. Okay? Because in my mindset, well, I'll talk about that in a second. So, when it comes to the Wasp, this is what Cal, aka Neo, said. I think it's about time for my boy, the Wasp, to enter this game. My boy refers to him being a friend. I've known him since he was fresh on the scene, and he gained huge success by taking my words of wisdom. So someone who he trained. Remember, Neo, I believe, has his own record label? I believe that, right? He says, I think he's got what it takes to snag the Gold Mask Trophy, just like I did in Season 10. That's right. You had that charisma and that swag, and the ladies swarmed. And now I think it's time for you to go out and do what you do best. And I think you can beat the buzzer, or you can be the buzzer to beat. I flipped that in my head. Then the Wasp came out and he said, I grew up in a tough neighborhood. There was no reason I should have made it out, but I learned to dig deep and fight. My career turned into a hive of activity. Get it? Hive? Clever, clever. We're talking the biggest screens and stages in the world. Screens and stages. Someone who sings and acts. And the clue package, we saw it looks like a comic book. We saw a light bulb, Mars, boxing gloves, and heart balloons. Because it was Sports Night, we saw a clue. His was Wasp-like sneakers. He says of it, well, Nick Cannon, fresh kicks, help me stay on my game. Interesting. Then we saw the chess piece, Ambassador Nikki, aka Season 8's Snowstorm. I like that costume, by the way. I think it's probably, when it comes to women's costumes, I think it was one of my favorites. Anyway, Nikki says, I know when you think of Nikki, you think of fashion icon. And that's why I'm here, to introduce the most fashion-forward friend I know, to someone who's clearly in fashion. Please welcome Chess Piece. Oh, we know you are a tough game changer, and as much as I love to gossip, your secret is safe with me. So is your move. Check and mate. There are clues in there. Kind of hard to hear. The Chess Piece then responds, look, I love a fashion moment because I never thought I'd be here. There were times I felt like a pawn with no protection. People doubted me my whole life, but I had to believe in myself and make bold moves across the board to secure my crown. And that leading role has changed my game. Interesting. Clues we saw, red lips, a lock safe, paparazzi, and we saw an exhibit, which had a couple other characters in it. The Sun, Goldfish, Night Angel, and Queen of Hearts. There is a clue in there. The sports clue was a green tennis shoes. She says of it, in the first round of the match, it's love serving love. I don't know how that helps, but that should help, right? After that was Bluebell. Who came back? Kelly Osbourne, a.k.a. the Ladybug. Dude, that was Season 2. That was 10 seasons ago. Where'd the time go, right? Anyway, she says, I'm here to dish some top secret info on my fabulous friend, Bluebell, who certainly knows a thing or two about the tabloid fodder. So obviously someone who's been in the news, especially in the tabloids. I should know, we even made headlines together. They're friends. She had worldwide overnight success, but with a major fame comes major gossip. So true, along with the cargo pants and crop tops. There's someone who's been friends with them for a while. Good luck, Bluebell. Show your flower power. Oh yeah. Bluebell responds with, as my career was blossoming, the rumor mill grew wild about my alleged relationships with rock stars, billionaires, and even royals. What? That's insane. The truth is, my true love never blossomed until recent. Now I found it. I've never been happier. We belong together, and now I'm here because, well, I'm kind of having a moment. Clues in her first clue package involved a gossip show themed, a script, paparazzi with lights, TMZ themed magazines, and a blue guitar with a phoenix on it. Right? Those are pretty good clues. On stage with silver rollerblades, she says of it, I try to roll with the situation, but I always rock it out. Rock and roll! Guitar! Phoenix! There's clues there, folks! We know who that is. You gotta know who that is, right? Those are good clues. Bluebells, all the... Anyway. Last one is the Goo, whose costume I think was my favorite last night. I love the Goo! Even saying the word Goo. We need to make this a Halloween costume. Am I right? For the Masked Singer Ambassador, it was Keenan Allen, aka Gargoyle, season 9. And I gotta be honest with you, for a moment there, I forgot he was the Gargoyle. I saw his head pop up in the middle of the screen, and I went, oh, he looks familiar. Oh, Gargoyle. Oh, sorry, Keenan. I'm so sorry, I forget. We've 12 seasons of character, over 160 different costumes. You start forgetting some after a while. That being said, he says of the Goo, excited to be a Masked Ambassador with some classified information. On season 9 as the Gargoyle, everyone got to see my softer, sensitive side, even though they know me as tough. Knowing Goo, I can say he's the same. He's the same. Does that mean this guy's big in sports? You know, everyone needs a little emotional outlet, and just like I do in the field, I can't wait to see you let it out on stage. The Goo says in his clue package, growing up, I always wanted to tackle everything my way. But inside, I was really sensitive, oozing and with emotions. Once my older brother started playing guitar, I found my escape. After tough days at school, I would sit in my room crying, singing through the pain of high school trauma. He went through a lot. I became a total music nerd, starting in a cappella groups, music lab, and even winning awards. Ooh, right? I know. We saw visual clues, a tackle box, a secret science lab, a toy train carrying disco balls, a French horn, and rocks falling. And then we had the sports night clue, which was golden cleats with music notes on them. He says of them, well, for me, you may want to focus on the sole of the shoes. You get it? The sole of the shoes? I know, it's clever. It's very clever. That being said, out of those 4, who do you think has what it takes to win? Keep in mind that this person would have to go against the Buffaloes, who we already revealed. And so, looking at these, who has what it takes? The Goo is good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think the Goo has what it takes. Bluebell? No. Great costume. I love their story, not so much. So, chess piece, and you have the Wasp. If I have to pick out of those 2, it's the Wasp. I would believe the Wasp would be winning Group B to go head-to-head against the Buffalo. But I want to know what you think in the comment section below. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, give this video a thumbs up. I'm Joey, and remember, tomorrow I will be revealing someone, but I'm not deciding. You're deciding. So in the comment section below, let me know who you want me to reveal tomorrow, aka Friday, the 18th. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's supposed to get back in the 80s by Monday. I know, I got to get to the beach. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.